Hello and very good afternoon to all our viewers. You're watching www.ThePapare.com, and today's clash here at the Air Force ground is between the host Airmen versus the Sailors Navy Sports Club. Of course, standing in 5th place on the group, on the table rather. And it's been absolutely tailor-made weather conditions here in Ratmalana. The sun is hiding and it's getting cooler here. As always expected, the breeze comes here from one. Interestingly, he's starting as a scrum half. He used to play as a fly half position, and Chamat Fernando has moved into the number 10 slot, although their jersey numbers are different. And in the center combination, Charit Seneviratna has been a great player for Air Force so far in the last 2 games. He was outstanding. Also, the good sign is Nuan Pereira, one of the leading point scorers, is back for Air Force. Also, I got the team card of Navy with me. And Roshan Ranasinghe, the experience, is starting today in the lucid position. And also Nivanka Prasad, he was outstanding in the absence of Umalka Gunaratna a few weeks back. But it'll be interesting how he make this game impactful. And also Captain Danushka Pereira. And interestingly, we have Isuru Kongawat, the man who played for Isipatana College last season. And here he go. He gets the first chance today because Chanaka Chandimal is out injured, and also he was rested. And in the center combination, once again, Lee Kegel and Dinesh Lagbal, outstanding. And we'll go through the replacement. As you can see on the screens, not much big names. Of course, Suranga Pushpakumar is there for the experience, and Sali Handapangoda for Navy in terms of speed and skills later in this game. And also Air Force have Akash who's starting, Akash Alutwala, who's starting from the bench today. He's another player to watch out for. And also joining me in the commentary box, one of the outstanding player for DSA Nanayaka. Good tackle, busting. So as his offload. Navy pretty much in control. Kongawat. That's not good understanding between the captain Gaeta Pereira. And that's the first knock on, and first scrum will be coming very soon. Linda, so far so good for Navy?
So far so good. Last week Navy found it quite hard to just get started, and just looking at how they've started so far, they retrieved their kickoff and maintained possession instead of kicking the ball away like they did against Havelock. So good start by them. Looking forward to seeing where they progress from here.
So their first scrum, 2 equal side, although Navy have some experience in this scrum. There's no Lanka Pereira, who played as a scrum off. And that's a lovely run by number 8, Sanjeeva Patabandige. Looks like a knock on that close play, as Ida Malgoda puts that kick. Referee says it was a knock on. So score remains 0-0. We're into the 4th minute of the game. What do you think about this venue, Linda?
This venue makes you feel like you're in the battlefield, actually. So it creates a good atmosphere. It's good to see the band out here today, and it's a bit different from New Zealand crowds, but it makes the game even more exciting.
Malka Gunaratna breaks through that scrum, but his offload's a fine touch. And Navy pretty much in control, but Air Force turning things into their favor when especially Navy attacks inside their 22 meter. It's 2 times Navy into the opposite 22, and Air Force managed to come out of jail. Dulanjana Vijay Singh. In fact, it's Lairu Udayanga. Good collection in the line out. A very good drive. Looks like a collapse mall. Yes, it is. So it's time to put some territorial kick. Probably Nuan Pereira would do. They have some kickers, of course. Nuan Pereira, the fullback, number 15. He was among the point scorer list, but unfortunately he missed out few games due to injury, and then his point scoring was taken by Tilna Veerasinghe.
Still early stages in the game, but so far you've seen Navy dominate these 4 minutes. Have just gone past. As for Army or Air Force, it's good to they got hold of the ball and just to relieve some pressure, trying to get it down and, like you said, aiming for territory so they can start playing down in their green zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Territorial kick. It's especially with the wind. They're going to play this with the wind. I'm not sure who's having that injury, but hopefully he'll be fine. That looks like Pushpa Kumar. Nil all, Air Force penalty, and that kick swirls it into touch. Finally, Air Force coming into the Navy half for the first time. Once again, the wind is coming a little stronger. Lahiro Danga with the throw. Surely he will find it difficult, but it's a short line out. Oh, that's clever. That's clever work by Air Force. Idda Malgoda sending out to Ranil Madagadara. Looks like a turnover from their captain. Brilliant stuff. Dhanushka Pereira, the captain, also plays for Sri Lanka. He's so good in the turnovers, Linda.
As you could see there, the Air Force player went in and got a bit isolated. So that's one area that I've seen in rugby in Sri Lanka so far that needs some work on. Just being more urgent and the ball carrier working a bit harder until support gets there.
So that Air Force chance is in vain now. Beautiful signs, beautiful weather. Now this time the thrower is Dulanjana Vijayasinghe, the former Wesleyite. That looks good. Dhanushka Pereira doing some great job. And there comes a short pass from Isuru Kongawatha to his teammate Omalka Gunaratna. There goes Leak Eagle with his first touch. Lovely inside pass. And that's Dinesh Lakmal going into contact. Navy once again approaching inside the 22-meter mark. Rishi Dharmapala. Oh dear, that's not a good collection. Nivanka Prasad. Usually he's so good with his handling skills. But that's a cardinal error. Linda, what would be the momentum will be now, especially them capitalizing the position? They came few times into the opposite half. When they lose this with the silly mistakes, what would be their body language and the mental attitude says?
I think the main thing is just forgetting about what's happened and just start again, making sure that the next thing that they enter into is their main focus. So as you can see, Navy's got the ball back, and I bet you they'll capitalise on this turnover.
Yeah, obstruction, and as a result, there we go, Omalka Gunaratna taking a quick tap, and that's Dulanjana Vijayasinghe. Air Force trying to hold him up. Good defense, brilliant defense in fact. Looks like the ball is turned over. Brilliant stuff by Air Force. Yet again, they are coming out of jail. And that was taken by Thilina Veera Singh. Once again, Navy marching forward into the opposite territory. Rishi Dharmapala to Kongawatha. Inside pass to Sajid Saranga. Defenders had so much time to offside. Good pick by referee. Once again, Nivanka Prasad, its second knock on. Looks like a little bit nervous. Referee Madugalla. So first chance to put some points on the board, but it's really difficult, especially kicking against the wind, isn't it, Linda?
Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a ask for the kicker to do this, but he wouldn't be doing it if he wasn't confident in the distance. So yeah, there'll be a bit of a probably aim to kick it a bit lower rather than higher, so the wind doesn't carry it. But
we are into 11th minute of the game, and the highest point scorer, Thilina Veerasinghe, with 88 points under his belt. That looks good, and it is good. So points on the board for Navy, 3 points to nil. FS conceding too many penalties in the breakdown. And also we have some matches coming tomorrow. Of course, in this venue, Candy playing Army, and also Sia playing Police at the Longdon Place, and also Havelocks playing CH at Havelock Park. All three matches tomorrow starting at 4 o'clock. And that's a restart by Charit Seniratna. Not a good collection by Sajid Saranga. Wind is playing a part on that occasion. Rishi Dharmapala sending it to Omalka. Omalka Gunaratna. Needs some quick balls, but this time he opted a box kick. There is a little collision, but neither players managed to hold on to the ball. Nevertheless, Navy winning a penalty. Probably a first player going into contact with the Navy chaser in the air.
that was an awesome option there by the kicker to just relieve some pressure and put some pressure under the Air Force's defense. Winger doing a good job with the kick and chase, and as you can see, they got the turnover from result of that.
There's so much gap in that line out. Sajid Saranga collecting nicely. There comes Kongawatha, sending it to Omalka Gunaratna, playing in the centre field. Lovely run by Omalka Gunaratna. There goes Lee Kegel. Steps inside. Needs support. Hands in the ruck. Advantage. Sajid Saranga busting through. Navy once again, this is the fifth time that they are into the opposite 22-meter. Lee Kegel. Dinesh Lakshan, and that's a forward pass. Can you believe it, Linda? This is not the first or the second time. Navy keep coming into the opposite half with silly mistakes once again.
It's just a little, the basics, say, like pushing that pass when you're too close to the edge, the fringes. So at the moment, they're the ones that are playing the rugby this half so far, but they just need to just get the little things right, like ball into contact and holding on to the ball. Looks like they're their main enemy right now.
And it looks like pretty much Air Force effortless in their defense. They just let them run into the opposite 22-meter. Idam Algoda face the scrum. It's a lovely pass to Nuan Pereira, kicking with the wind. Brilliant kick and well collection by Buddhima Piratna. Piratna runs alone. He loses his footstep. Tilna Veerasinghe. Lovely run by Tilna Veerasinghe. Another advantage coming. Rishi Dharmapala putting that kick, knowing that advantage is there, but tackler not rolling away this time. Another penalty. Looks like Idda Malgoda is the culprit. In fact, that's Gayan Heenakenda, who was not rolling away. Also, not forgetting, we have Laga with us in the commentary box. Laga, what's
Nice
your
to be here.
what's
Nice to
your
be here,
thoughts
Linda.
so
Hey,
far?
everyone. It's a bit boring, eh? It's very interesting. Very interesting. I think Air Force a bit lucky to be down by 3 points. All the position has gone to Navy's way, but it's always hard at this time of the season, as you see 5 playing 7. So it'll be hard to motivate some of these guys to go, but pretty interesting in the first 15 minutes.
Tilna Veerasinghe with his second penalty kick. And that's the wind factor, Laga. That's the wind factor, which curls away.
They've had a couple of chances though, Navy out wide.
But Navy have to blame themselves, right? Because they had so
Yeah,
many
for sure.
options
There's a few errors scripting here and there. It's just the basic errors, but one big area that we've always talked about, and we've spoke about it for the last 5 years, is the breakdown. And again, that's I heard you guys commentary last week in our match, and that's the story of today as well.
Hashan Maduranga opting to kick into space. Looks like a knock on. Gayantha Iddamalgoda with a lovely thumping kick. Leak Eagle collects it nicely. Oh, that's not a good kick. And that's not a good collection either. That's Kanchana Pereira.
It's a good point that you bring, Laga, because but the fact is that it really depends. The Rakia is dependent on not only the players but also how it's refereed, and coming from a player myself, sometimes the referees aren't consistent. Not pointing at the specific ref now, but just the quality of refereeing is really important, and especially if you're going to get players working their butts off to play good rugby, it's important that you have referees that do the same. So it is a vital part of the game, and unfortunately we don't have the full control of it. It's down to referees and players.
Just waiting for someone to spark it up.
Collected nicely. And there goes Air Force number 5, big lock forward, Ronil. Oh, good angle. Well, in fact, it's a straight run, but that says a forward pass. Marginal, I would say.
The referee was right there, so I'm sure he had a better view than us. But yeah, that was first time Air Force had got down to second time into Navy's half, and it's good to see them having a goal. Very clearly what they're trying to do is they're trying to use the middle, go a bit wider.
And talking about the referees, Laga, he's one of the referees who was doing so well in the last season. He was promoted as a result for the A Division A panel.
Yeah, well, apparently there's five guys in the A list for the refereeing, but I'm done talking about referees. We'll let Linda talk about that.
Rishi Dharmapala sending it to Kongawat. It's very difficult to kick with the wind. Oh, that's not a good collection. But that is a penalty. Looks like Dinesh Lakmal. It's presume it's tackling in the air. It's marginal. But here is a chance for Air Force to equalize the score. It's 3-0 in favor of Navy. We are almost reaching the first quarter of the game here at Air Force ground.
So what was that call for tackling in the air? That call? It's pretty interesting because I didn't see the player get off the field much. So interesting call by the referee there.
Yeah, well, the thing is, if he's not involved in the play, in the actual play, I mean, that's the big part of the game here. If he's not involved in the actual play, then you want the game to go on, no? So you play on. But it's just not the way they see it. So Air Force would be very happy if they get this one.
Looks like Charit Senuriratna who's taking the kicking duties, but once again it's going wide of the upright, so nevertheless they are still going to get the ball from the 22-meter mark.
But it keeps them in the half, which is good. It keeps them in the Navy half. Sun is out. Good day for rugby. It's not too hot out there.
I don't know where you're looking, but I don't see any sun here. Just a lot of wind.
That Charit Senuriratna once again going into contact. Using the shorter side. Good breakthrough. Good support as well. Air Force, here they go. Lovely pass by Ida Malgoda, sending it to Ranil Madagedara. Need some quick balls. Air Force showing some great sign. 3-on-1 situation. Oh, great defense coming in. But that's offside. Quick tap taken by Ranil. Look at Navy defense, Linda. Everyone is on this side. Ida Malgoda needs to send some quick balls. Trying to settle down. Looks like a try, and it is brilliant stuff by Air Force. Air Force scoring the first try, and we'll get you the try scorer name soon. But brilliant stuff.
All that result there was just from some brilliant play from Air Force, just doing the simple things right, taking the ball forward, getting some good go forward, and Navy being on the back foot. So that's all credit to the Air Force. Navy were in their half for majority of the first half, but they're the ones that ended up putting the points on the board. So awesome display of rugby.
Yeah, the key to that, that was nice to see the speed of the ruck, and the halfback actually did well to distribute the ball for Air Force. That was quick ruck. That was a good saving try in the corner there by Kitty, Navy winger. But Air Force rallied well to score that try, and they go ahead.
Yeah, the try scorer is Surya Krishan, the number 13. And that kicks, once again he missed. The score stands 5 points to 3 in favor of the host Air Force. And credits to the scrum of Gayanta Iddamalgoda, who plays as a fullback, who plays as a fly half, but this time he has started as a scrum half, and he's providing some quick balls, and he's a great, very good decision maker. He understands and reads the game well. Navy with the restart as Tilnavira Singh. Takes the drop goal. Good kick. That's number 21. Looks like a penalty advantage coming. Ida Malgoda putting that into deep. And that says not rolling away. And also you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter and SoundCloud version on all the social media platforms. We are here at the Air Force ground in Ratmalana. Air Force leading 5 points to 3. We are into the 25th minute of play as Charit Seniratna puts that kick into touch. Two different weather. We usually see the sun is out, it's very humid, but here it's beautiful conditions. Captain securing the ball on that occasion as the ball comes loose. Lucky enough to get a knock on. We see Roshan Ranasinghe who's starting at the loose head position, and he's having a word with the referee, the experienced campaigner.
Yeah, it's been quite even in the set pieces. Air Force is matching Navy's back. I would have thought Navy will have the edge with some of the players, Saranga and Omaka at the back, and even some of the props they have. But Air Force have done well in that regard, even at line-out time as well.
Another advantage coming for Navy this time. Knock on says referee playing the advantage as Veerasinghe puts that kick into open space. Leak Eagle comes to chase.
What is he doing? He kicked it towards Navy.
Probably he's trying to get the help of the wind.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to kick it away from the chaser, but he didn't do himself a favour. He kicked it back to Navy. It's a good spot for Navy to attack. You've got to make...
Another advantage, Kongawata sending it to Lakmal. Lakmal to Veerasinghe. Navy once again into the 22 meter. Needs some quick balls. Buddhima Piratna acting as a scrum half. Big fend off.
That's exactly what you want. A good carry by Omaka and a quick ball. You got numbers out wide for Navy. If Lee can shift that ball, but he chooses to go straight up in the middle, all they need now is to use the short side. Oh, they went the wrong way.
Sajid Saranga going into contact. Malka Gunaratna. And that offload to Dulanjana Vijay Singh. Navy finding some clue how to pass that gate, Silaga.
Yeah, the referee playing advantage here, but you got to give heads up to the Air Force defensive line. They will just, that's how you defend your line. You got to come up and tackle. And again, they've got to do the same thing.
That's a big hit coming on Sajid Saranga.
Yeah, it was slightly a bit high, but referee playing advantage again.
Richie Dharmapala trying to take it quick, but Saranga is fit.
Quick tap. What did you do? What is he giving? What's happening?
It
Probably a warning.
Probably warning. I don't think it was 10 meters on that occasion, Laga.
Yeah, but they're on the line. They're on their trial, and they can't go any further back. Sorry, people, but we don't have the luxury of a screen in front of us. So what we see is what you see at home.
Now
So they've gone for the scrum.
Good decision. Probably Omalka can break through.
Yeah, just to slow it down a bit. I mean, the Air Force defensive line is quite solid, coming up in numbers and putting the pressure on the ball carrier.
I also wonder why they didn't take that penalty, a 15-meter kickable kick. But we'll see. Great counter scrum by Air Force.
Oh, whoa. Sorry, Mr. Referee, but I don't know what that penalty is for. What is his signal? Oh, hands in the scrum? Oh. Willing it. Navy still has position, you know, he's just having their one-off runners. Again, another advantage.
So many penalties considered. Laga should have a card coming out. So
Well, yeah,
right?
he's got to warn him. I think he had warned him in the previous play, so I'm sure the card will come out very soon.
This is where the referee need the experience in terms of calling decision and controlling the game. But Navy going few phases with the ball in position, still finding it hard to cross the whitewash. If you are playing in the middle, Linda, would you take that penalty into post?
Well, it's still early. It really depends. It's still early stages of the game, still first half. So, and it really depends on the momentum of the game. If Navy are getting good go forward and they seem to be tracking well, then obviously you'll go for the scrum. But if it's not and you just want to build the pressure, then probably kicking is the best option.
But they have been into the opposite red zone like more than 6 to 7 times. Still they are unable to make that whitewash. Maybe I think probably with the wind factor, they have more chance in the second half to attack, isn't it?
Oh, that's a good point. But still that close to the line, probably a kick is the best option. But let's see if they get some points on the board.
Now space. Oh dear me, once again. This time Hashan Madhuranga. What's going on, Navy?
Seems to be every time they bring it out to the wing, they're losing the ball. They're not really drawing any players. So probably the thing that I would do as a player is probably build the phases in the middle, draw in some players, and then start using the space. Because then at the moment you've got man on defense. It's pretty hard to try and crack that.
Idamal got a width to feed the scrum. Good scrum. As Nuan Pereira kicks that ball into touch.
Once again, Air Forces are the pressure's off them again. I hope that these decisions of taking these penalties up when they're right up in front of the post doesn't bite them in the butt in the second half, especially with this game. Usually teams turn up in the second half, so I hope these decisions that Navy's making doesn't come back and haunt them.
Yeah, also Navy have some experience in their bench when we consider in terms of second half, but this time Dulanjana Vijayasinghe once again with the throw-in.
It'll be good to see Navy drive this one. They're only about 10 metres away from the Air Force, and they do. Yeah, just a bit too high and just not getting it moving. And again, another Air Force player getting in the middle of that. So they've got to fit it back. An untidy ball.
Looks like a jungle in those rucks, the ball popping out everywhere.
And look at the players, hands on the hip, that shows the body language also. Don't forget the last game where they played against Havelocks, and it was a very scrappy second half.
That was due to the weather. No, it rained. No severe.
Alright, I forgot Laga is the Havelocks coach. I have already told him, Linda.
It comes down to the coaching, eh? Don't know about Havelock's coach Laga, but oh, sorry, you're right here.
Rishi Dharmapala feeds in, Omalka Gunaratna picks the ball, and there he goes, running sideways. Strong lad, Omalka. Lakmal to Leak Eagle. Leak Eagle sends out to Tilna Veerasinghe. Another mistakes comes through, but referee comes to the initial penalty on that ruck. Was there any hands on the ruck?
I'm sorry, I disagree. That was I thought that Air Force player had all rights to play that ball right in that ruck, but I'm sure that that's what the penalty was for. Navy not getting anything when they go wide. Every time they go wide, they chop the ball. It's similar to what we did last week, but last week was a bit different because it rained in the second half.
This time a better decision coming from Navy going into post. I just want to ask also, Linda, talk about the daylight in the ruck. Once the tackler made the tackle, how can he contest? Does he have to show the daylight?
Yeah, you do. There has to be daylight between the ruck because the thing is, once as a new ruling, what you have to do is both hands have to come off, and then the tackler has all rights to the ball. So that was a bit marginal, but I think, like I said, it was a bit of a tough call. So it looks like they've opted for the kick this time. So a bit harder one than that last time where it was positioned.
Tilina Weerasinghe kicked one, missed one. This is his third penalty. Scored 91 points so far. Former Kingswood player.
The one's not really actually not that bad. I think they had the opportunity to take an easier kick and take the pressure off, but they've opted to take a more difficult kick. Like I said, these kind of decisions are gonna either make them or break them in this game.
Charit Seniratne puts it deep into Hashan Maduranga rather. Looks like a turnover by Air Force. Brilliant stuff. Idda Malgoda sending it to Nuwan Pereira using his boots. And Tilina Weerasinghe calls it, Mark. Is it to kill time? He have so much time to run. Continue the play on that occasion. What would you do if you get the ball, Linda?
Well, you mentioned a wind factor. At the moment, it's blowing quite a bit, so you need a few players on side as well. He can't be by himself, but yeah, I think he took the right option of that one. Probably just to calm things down a bit as well, and just because it is heading into the second half soon, only got 5 minutes to go, so it's good just to calm things down a little bit, get things in order, and build from there.
Quite interestingly, after 36 minutes of play here at the Air Force ground, the hosts still leads 5 points to 3. And that's a good drive. Idda Malgoda sending it to Chamat Fernando. Going into contact by Samaraheva. There comes the tight head prop, Ranuka. And this time Air Force winning a penalty.
Yeah, you just did some faces, really.
Charit Seniratne.
For the Air Force boys there for a minute. Yeah, the kicking boys haven't got their puts on today, Sabi.
It's quite natural in this ground, Laga. There goes Ranuka. This time sending it to Charit Seniratne. Lovely fend off on Lee Keegal. Now this time Navy conceding a penalty. Looks like hands come perhaps inside the 22. As Charit Seniratne. Not a bad kick. Looks like Air Force are not in any hurry, Linda.
Haven't seen much of Air Force's lineup, so it'll be interesting what option they're going to take in this part of the field.
Lahir Udayango with the throw-in. Well collected. And there goes the driving maul. That's Ranil. Needs to send quick balls, but this time a turnover. Great pickup by Navy. Conceding another knock on. Final minute before the half time. And what we witness is Navy going into the opposite half for almost 8 to 9 times and they could not score a single try, whereas Air Force came into the opposite half 3 times and they scored once.
It's a good point there. Even though if all these critical are like some remarks that have been said in our analysis of the game, I think there's been some good rugby played today, but from both sides. So credit to the boys. I think Air Force is doing really well, but like we said before, it's just the little things like holding on to the ball and looking after it a bit better.
And that was taken quickly by number 21. That's Manupriya. And the referee says that's not 10 meters. For a second, I thought he was all right. He ran more than 10 meters on that occasion. Probably this is the last move. So in that case, they are going to put some points in the board. They have good variations with the kickers. This Nuan Pereira, number 15, he's a left footer. Charit, of course, missed 2 kicks. So it's Nuan Pereira. Who played most of the time as a fly half last season. Little nippy Nuan Pereira. And the thing is, he was also called into McTurner's 7th squad for. So Navy had so many chances. What would be the message in the dressing room, Laga?
For Navy, they've got a lot of work to do. They might have to keep the ball in the middle and try and create some faces, because every time they've come out wide, they seems to be just passing the ball without drawing the defenders, setting the ball up. They've lost the ball quite a few times. They've got down to Air Force. They've got 80%, 75-80% possession in the first half, but only come away with 3 points, so they'll be very disappointed with the first half. And Air Force just got to keep doing what they're doing. Their carries seems to be a lot more effective than Navy, and they're working the ruck quite well. I think they're clearing. It was only that last couple of rucks before half time. They sort of pile in the numbers in the breakdown and sort of didn't really clear it properly. And that's another area, a massive area, in our club level this year, this season. It's the breakdown. We spoke about it so many times. That's just the ball players don't really do enough to clear the ruck. And Linda will know a lot more than that than myself, because he's still playing.
I think with the breakdown, the most important person is first the ball carrier. A lot of the rugby played these days is confrontational, where they need to find a weak shoulder and then do some groundwork, and then what happens is once their work is done, it's a bit more easier for the support to get there, and it buys them time to get there. So big job will be for the ball carrier just to buy time and do some work.
Alright, so the halftime score is not a cricket score. It was so tight and so close. It's only 5 points to 3 in favor of the host team, Air Force. And we'll be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to www.thepapare.com.
Now transact with over 40 million EasyCash customers via Dialog, Etisalat and Hutch. Dial #111# to register today. Now use selected commercial bank ATMs to withdraw EasyCash at your convenience.
Now I can withdraw Easy Cash from any commercial bank ATM which displays the Easy Cash logo. Select cardless transactions. Select your preferred language. Select Easy Cash. Type in the amount you need. Enter your Easy Cash account number. You will receive a message onto your mobile. Enter your Easy Cash PIN and send to complete your transaction.
Now use commercial bank ATMs to withdraw Easy Cash at your convenience. Call 7111 for more information. Easy Cash, money in your mobile. Connect to Sri Lanka's largest Wi-Fi network with over 2,500 hotspots across the country. Cafes, restaurants, colleges, hospitals, bus stands, train stations and many more. Select Dialog Wi-Fi and visit wifi.dialog.lk to register and get your username and password. Choose from 4 easy ways to top up your account. Go Wi-Fi, go Dialog.
Sri Lanka is a small but proud nation, and we know we can conquer the world. So to me, it's important not to settle for anything but the best. Dialog Television is our window to the world. It brings us the widest range of knowledge, information and entertainment from across Sri Lanka and the globe, from education for our kids to the latest movies. Dialog Television, powered by the very latest in digital satellite technology, connects the world to every Sri Lankan home. Dialog is the future today.
Don't be constrained. Be versatile, be flexible. You have the power. Set talk time, SMS and data quotas to match your style and enjoy the full potential of your mobile package. It's my plan from Dialog. Absolute power to you.
To create your own plan, visit www.dialog.lk/myplan or call 1777 for more information.
Now, reserving your train tickets is as easy as reaching for your Dialog mobile. Just dial 444 and get instantly connected with the Dialog Expo Rail ticket reservation service. A new and hassle-free way to discover the breathtaking sights and sounds of Sri Lanka is now conveniently at your fingertips, anytime, anywhere. Dial 444 to reserve your Expo Rail train ticket today. Dialog, the future today.
මෙදා නත්තල සැරට සමරන්න Maggi Dipple Green Chili සැර දයියා.
From Nestle.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed, except it responds to the pressure of your finger. So you can peek into stuff. And pop stuff open, which changes how you play a song. Read a text. Read an email. Read the news. Wait, you read the news?
Yep.
Of course you do. Now you can change apps like this. Pay at more places like this. And the new color looks like this. It's rose gold. It's awesome. And Siri is more helpful than ever.
Hey Siri, show me photos of tortellini.
Here are some images of tortellini.
Maybe get takeout? The camera shoots 4K video now, which changes how your movies look. Nice. Even selfies have changed. Now your screen is the flash. That's gonna get like 1 million likes.
Thanks.
Actually, photos themselves have changed. They move now. You just touch them. So yeah, that's what's changed.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and
Welcome back to the second half action here at the Air Force grounds. Air Force leading 5 points to 3 in the half time. And it'll be interesting after the two side change their attacking directions, especially with the wind factor here.
Well, good sign. Good signs, Abil. Navy's formed themselves early. So Coach Nilufa is sort of giving them a winding up. They have about 40 minutes to do that. They still got to get themselves in the hunt. 5-3 down to Air Force.
And Navy also have bought their big prop forward, Stefan Gregory.
Yeah, he's been a revelation for Navy this season, just out of school. Big boy, can carry the ball quite well.
Who scored against Havelock last week.
Yeah, in Paris.
Spoiled the pink party.
You have to remind you and Linda, you're a bit too hard on me today, Sabi.
No friends here in the commentary box, mate.
It's a good collection by Dulanjana Vijay Singh, calling it mine. And that's Kongahawata now, kicking with the wind. Of course, we didn't see much of Isuru Kongahawata. And that's the first penalty conceded by Air Force in the second half. And also Isuru Kongahawata, the Navy fly half. We saw him kicking and we saw him passing, but we still didn't see him running. He was so good in breaking the lines.
Yeah, well, he kicked that first post, so it's very clear what they're trying to do now. They want to play inside Air Force half, especially when you're down. You know, but I know it's not much, but you gotta get the first, gotta draw first blood in this second half.
But credits to Air Force for their defending Laga.
Oh, I thought they did really well in the first half. I think they defended their line, especially when Navy came close to their line. They defended their line quite well. I mean, they didn't score in that period of 5 minutes when they were on the Air Force line. But that's how you defend your line. No, really, you put your body on the line.
That's not a good throw. Air Force says thank you very much as they win the ball. Lovely offload. Sending out wide. Charit Seniviratna.
Yeah, Lee rushing that defensive. I mean, just missed the tackle totally. Air Force holding on to the ball. Referee Matukan playing the advantage. Yeah, he's got to release the tackler there. Not a flash kick. Yes, and the referee comes back to the penalty. And right back where the play started from on that ruck. It's just a tackler not releasing the ball carrier. You got to make sure you give him a fair goal to play the ball.
We still didn't see much of running come from Luan Pereira or Gayantha Iddamalgoda. Two good runners. Especially running is not in their mind in the first half. Like we keep saying, that wind is a factor. It'll be interesting how Charit Seniratna controls this kick. He's almost in the center field. That's not bad at all. Almost on the 10-meter mark in the opposite direction.
Just a question to Linda. What would you do for Navy right now with the way the game is moving? I mean, they try the outside channel. Obviously, that's not working. So what would be the best way for them to sort of get into the game, get themselves into the game? I mean, momentum is a big part of the game. What would you do?
There has been a few exciting plays once the backline have had the ball. Probably give it to their big forwards. They've got some huge guys in the front in the forward pack, so they need to just give them the ball, set up some good platform going forward, and then start looking for space, not looking for it too early when defense is right there. So that's probably something that I would do if I was in that position.
Very good answer. Yeah, it's been a story for Navy. I think Sarango is carrying the ball quite well as they win that ball back. But you got to just the support players making sure that the ball's secured. As we see them, Navy were winning that penalties just in the middle of the park.
And looks like the first yellow card is coming into this game. And that's Lahiru Udayanga.
Harsh it is, that had to be made. That's an area that's that the ref is making a stand and he's taking control of. So hopefully you don't see any more of those kind of penalties conceded.
All right, Navy playing with a man advantage now. So they can send some opportunities to Lanjana Vijayasinghe. So far had a decent line out throws.
Yeah, no, it's been good set pieces from Air Force. They're quite jolly in that way. What I think they should do is just try and speed things up a little bit more. I think the slower the game goes, better for Navy. That was just a quick throw in the front from Navy.
Kongawata sending it to Malka Gunaratne. Good angle run on that occasion. Using the other side now.
Yeah, need a bit more faces, but again they've gone out wide again. Chose to go out wide. The lead done well. Defend that defender out. Let the ball go. Well done. Good skills here.
Good skills by Lee Kegel, the experienced guy. Rishi sending a long pass. Malka Gunaratne almost obstruction with Sajid Saranga, but managed to run that with timing.
What? Yeah. Linda will tell you all about it. They just went. We just spoke about creating a few faces and making sure their carries are effective and getting the support players in plays. But they went twice. Yeah, 1-2, made about 10 meters, and then they went wide again.
Looks like Air Force inviting Navy to come into their zone, and then only they start producing some magic. Vijay Singh once again with the throw-in. As Saranga gathers, Richie sending it to Kongawata. Malka Gunaratne once again going into contact.
It's awesome go forward by the number 8.
He's the under-20 captain for Sri Lanka, Malka.
20. What a unit.
Now Navy marching forward. Kongawat. Kegel, ball handling once again. A basic error coming into the play. Linda, you're saying need more faces on that occasion.
I mean, there was numbers out wide. Just basics again. Ball handling and straightening up. It's a lot of sideline running. But like we said earlier in the first half, they seem to be their own enemies in this game, the Navy team. You're saying that number 8's under 20's captain, did you say?
He captained last year, yes.
He said, I've seen him a few times in this game, having a few good goes with the hand and ball. Ball in hand, sorry. And he's been creating the go forward in this team, so they need to give the ball to him a bit more. Just get some good go forward, maybe 3 to 4 phases, and then start looking to go wide. At the moment, they're just setting up 2 phases and then going a bit too soon. So a bit of patience.
So we are seeing a switch between Omalka and number 26. That's Kanchana Pereira. On the defending scrum, Omalka is going to the flank position. But he missed his opposite number this time. Brilliant run coming in by Air Force. Saraka. But Hashan Maduranga winning that ball as Richie Dharmapala sending it to Lee Kegel. There goes Lee Kegel this time. finding some space and a lovely pass, but it was a knock on once again. Another mistake.
Yeah, just the basic errors, just throwing that pass out wide from Lee. It was a good break initially from the scrum inside Air Force territory, Air Force half. Number 8 did well there to break and ran about 30 meters, but all you had to do was keep the ball and wait for his support players. But he threw the pass, threw it to one of the Navy players, and Navy turned the ball over, and Lee on that far side had a chance to throw the ball out wide, but then the winger just chopped the ball. Let's not take anything away from the Air Force defensive. I thought their defense on the outside are pretty true. They're coming up, making the tackles.
Yeah, absolutely great run by Air Force number 8, Saraka Virella. He's saying, Omal Kagunath, mate, I played rugby before you. Air Force using the shorter side this time. Oh, brilliant run. Oh, lovely steps coming in. Air Force winger, brilliant stuff. Look at the numbers out wide. Oh, lovely long pass. Quite unfortunate. The captain slapping his face. It's not intentional, right, Linda?
Not intentional at all. It looked like he was going for a deliberate intercept. What an awesome run there by Air Force. Was it number 9?
Nawad says that Ishara Madhushan, the number 14, the little winger in the far corner. We are having a little difficulties with the live action, which is bought from our camera, which is placed on a scaffolding. And this time a good pass by number 8 for Air Force. And Air Force now, that's intentional offside, in fact, by Lee Kegel.
Just a correction there. I think it was number 21 from Air Force. There's a change that's been made. So.
Yeah, that's spot on, Linda. That's Kaushal Monopriya who made that lovely run in the far corner. Now Charit Seniratna with a penalty of opportunity. Air Force leading 5 points to 3. We are in the second half. Charit. This time he nails it. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Looks like they can breathe a little bit more. Now this is what happens every time they get a chance inside their own half. They start coming charging into the opposite direction, which is what we didn't see from Navy.
Those points were built from there. Like number 21, he just got the ball. He's not the biggest guy on the field, but big things do come in small packages, and he's just shown that.
That time finds touch, but I like the quote that Linda mentioned a while ago, reflecting to the number 21, that big small packages. Big things comes in small packages, yeah.
Well, it was a phrase that we used for Sam Tutupo. I don't know if you remember him. He was a centre for the All Blacks and the Blues because he was one of the biggest hitters on the field, but he wasn't very big in size. So their number 21 there is exactly like that. Not the biggest guy, but he took about 2 to 3 people just to try and tackle him.
Now this is really unnecessary. Trying to have some romance in the middle, Gaga.
Navy got to be careful now. Time is money. It's almost 3/4 of the match. So they don't want to be too far behind when they start getting frustrated over small things. But it's going back to what Nina said here. That's a big part of the game, really. The small guys can really surprise. You can never underestimate anyone on the rugby field. So it's got to be coached. You ain't got to do your work.
And also don't forget, Laga, the coach Leonard De Silva is a former Navy coach. He knows how Navy plays.
Sure, he's been around, sometimes he's been coaching as well at Havels in 2005. He's getting hit. But just the simple things. We saw that kick from the Air Force there and the clearance of the kickoff, and Omaka caught it right in front of us. And he ran 40 meters across and ended up on the sideline. So just need to be a bit more direct on what they do on their play.
This time, Navy opting to run. Sajid Saranga. Oh, ball turned over. Brilliant stuff once again. Charit Seniratne. Oh, a knock on. Makes the play, stops Leak Eagle rushing through with his defense.
Got to keep the pressure on, Navy. High time they got to keep the pressure on and make sure they get some points here. Even 3 is good enough.
Air Force waiting for the counter attack. 8 points to 3 is the score. And Omalka Gunaratna breaks, and the replacement Salia Hanapangora once again another knock on.
It was a bit marginal. The ball wasn't really travelling forward, so it's pretty hardcore. But once again, the handling of the ball in this game it's really letting both teams down. Points are still at 3-8. It'll be good to see some more points on the board by them crossing over the white lines, but at the moment, if they don't hold on to the ball, that's not going to happen.
Talking about handling, Linda, how is your girls responding to your practice sessions?
They're responding pretty well. I think a few of them have sworn under their breath in the Sri Lankan language, but they've been responding pretty well. Their passing skills have improved a lot. They're catching as well. They're probably able to pass over 20 meters now, which they never used to. So, yeah, just the basics, and girls are tracking along really good.
That's poor play by Air Force. In fact, Navy.
Nah, it's just a simple offence there by Omaka. He broke too early in that scrum and he got Navy out of trouble, really. So again, we're back into their half, back into the Navy half. So, yep, 16 minutes gone in the second half. It's still plenty of time to play for the Navy lads. A converted try will get them up by 2 points. But in saying that, got to keep the ball in hand.
Indeed, I wonder we are going to see a surprise coming in. Army, of course, shell-shocked Navy at Walisara, winning 18 points to 17. But it's one of the finest performances Air Force have produced so far. Lahiru Udanga is back from his sin bin offense. Short man, only 4-man line out, but that's a knock on. Rishi Dharmapala sending it to no one actually. Omalka picks, Omalka trying to make some yards. Defense rushing through him. Rishi Dharmapala sending out wide once again. Another replacement coming in, this time for Navy. Dinesh De Silva. Vijay Singh. In fact, it was Kasan Disila who went into contact. AFS number 24, Rishi Dharmapala, puts that kick. And referee coming to the injured player. Looks like a bit serious, maybe on the back of the head. That's number 5. Ranil Madagadar. We're approaching third quarter of the game here at the Air Force ground. So far, the hosts are pretty much in control, although they didn't have much ball possession with them. Also, the territory-wise, Navy hearts must be panicking and pumping now.
Yeah, you know, so many people talk about playing, and of course coaching as well. But for all your viewers at home, yeah, it's not a good time to be a coach. Now you got to start chucking your ideas around and see who you what will work for you. At the same time, the players, body language not so great for Navy, and it's been the story of the day. They've had most possession of the match, but still down by 5 points. A good spot for them now. They've got a penalty and they've got 5 meters away from the Air Force try line.
Well, they have to get the basics right first. First the throw in from Dulanjan Vijayasinghe, then the carry, pick up from Sajid Saranga maybe.
Yeah, there's some guys who have been overworking. You take Omaka for that matter. He's been carrying the ball quite well, but these support players are nowhere near. They're not even helping him out. And even Saranga's had a big one from, but you know, 2 guys can't really do the job really.
Isuru Kongawata is out and Dinesh De Silva is in for Navy at the fly-half position. Some taken nicely by Kanchana Pereira, I think. And there comes one of the Navy's weapon, the driving maul. Now this is really a testing time for Air Force defense. Dulanjana Vijayasinghe breaks and scores, I think. Still the try has not given, and after the confirmation with the assistant referee Madigal awarding the try. It looks like Stefan Gregory who picked that and ran into the shorter side. Scores are level, Linda.
Oh, they had to. Navy had to come back. That was their golden opportunity to come back and level the scores. And they've got to make sure of this conversion now. But yeah, talk about impact players. I think that was Stefan, the prop that came in at halftime, and he's been instrumental for Navy even last week as well. So he's playing well, which is good. Sri Lankan rugby right now needs a lot of tight fives. It's good to see that schoolboy doing well.
Tilina Veerasinghe with the conversion. And that looks good. It is good. So finally, some breathing space for Tilina Veerasinghe. So Navy leads 10 points to 8. And we are into the final quarter of this game. This is the match number 41. The Dialog Rugby League season 2015 and 16. And we have another 3 more weeks coming into the competition. But Kandy staying in a strong position to defend their title. Of course, they are playing in the same venue tomorrow against Army here in Ratmalana. And also Police playing against CRNFC at Longdon Place. That match also brought to you live. And Havelock's taking on CH at Havelock Park. All 3 matches tomorrow at 4 p.m. start. Well collected, the restart by Omalka Gunaratne. Dinesh De Silva, the replacement, puts that kick nice and high. Well collected by Nuan Pereira. Nuan steps, good tackle coming in by number 25. That's Kosela Tisera. Iddamalgoda sending it to Air Force player. Navy trying to hold him up. Iddamalgoda once again. The big bulky prop forward going into contact. Chamat Fernando. Referee says play on, and Lee Keegle breaks. Good tackle coming on Lee Keegle. Brilliant stuff on that occasion by number 6. That's Donald Frank. Malka Gunaratne needs support. Silva. Oh dear, that's a long pass.
Yeah, that was a good passage of play there by Navy. They turned the ball over. It was a no kick inside their 20, just outside their 22 by their winger, but it hit one of the Air Force players that was play on. Lee managed to collect that ball. Went into the middle with Omaka carrying that, having that good carry. So I would have thought they would have one more carry before they go out wide, but nevertheless.
Just said maybe they had numbers on Air Force, so it's probably good if they just did a simple draw and pass rather than doing the missed passes, which is a bit easier to defend, but also a bit harder for your own team to read who the ball's going to. So that was a bit of a just basic error.
Air Force into the attack now. Still pretty much in control. That's Charit Seneviratne cutting inside. Ooh, Stefan Gregory almost carried.
That was a new technique there.
Good to see a bit of WWE in the league, Sabia Linda. He was swimming for a while there.
Linda was talking about what small men can do. Here's an example what big men can do.
You're not wrong about that. It's one of those, have you seen Troy? How they build that big statue? Oh, well.
Omalka Gunaratne this time sending it to De Silva. Lovely steps coming in. Good tackle by Air Force number 14. That's Ishara Madhushan.
He's carrying the ball quite well. Omaka there just gaining at yards, and they had to have another one. Ball comes out. His work rate is high.
Oh dear me, another basic error. But this time, Iddamalgoda puts the kick into space. Tilna Veerasinghe, a good tackle by Iddamalgoda. And looks like a try coming for Buddhima Piratna.
Yeah, brilliant piece of handling there from the Navy backline. Just short passing. Talk about guys running into caps, space, try and pass. And they had to come, Sabi.
And look at the flags, Laga. Even the flag stops, even the wind stops. Buddhima, of course, played really well against Havelock's match. He was taking one-on-one on Sanun Herat. He shows his defense now. He's showing his attacking style.
Yeah, well, talk about small guys, small players on the paddock. Yeah, well, that was a small man making the most of that opportunity. Yeah, but it's good to see some of these young guys giving it a go. Sandun, of course, Sri Lankan winger, but You can never underestimate anyone on the paddock, no? And now Navy goes a bit far ahead from Air Force, so Air Force were a bit unlucky in that passage of play.
Still Navy Singh put the conversion. It's 17 points to 8, and now Navy would be looking for the bonus points. Bonus points rather. They need 2 more tries. At the moment, they are in the 5th place on the table, although they have scored 30 points, which is equal to Police, but Police heading in the table ahead of Navy in terms of number of matches won. Charit Seniratna to take the restart. Another mistake on the restart by Navy. Idamalgoda sending it to number 13.
Good tackle there by number 5. So running into a brick wall.
That's Nivanka Prasad Linda. He was so good. He also can play as a number 8. The senior guy. What is that going sideways? Or is it 2 knock-ons?
See by the body language from both sides, hands on the hips, breathing a bit heavily, so it is getting to crunch time of the game. And a lot of them they've both been on defense for quite a period of play, so I think they're starting to feel it now. This is when the mental toughness kicks in, and it's all about heart this time of the and how well they've been conditioned through the season.
Absolutely, and the time is really ticking here. That's a good break. Once again coming by Sara Kavirala. Good.
Punching tackle.
There comes a big run by Ranuka Madagedara. Charit Senior just needs to release on that occasion. That's not a good pass by replacement number 22. That's Isuru Jayaratna. Making some thumping tackles, Navy. Idamalgoda playing as a first receiver on that occasion. He's more of a fly half than a scrum half. That's a lovely break this time. Good supportive run as well. Effort showing some great strategy. That's a long ball, which makes Linda frustrated here at the committee box.
Yet again, they've used that missed pass going wide a bit too early. Just need to be a bit more patient, especially when you see numbers out wide. All you need to do is just draw that. There's 2 players here from Navy rushing to D up. All they need is just to straighten up, draw those players, and then it would have been an easy walk over the try line for Air Force.
Looks like another injury.
That was good play by Air Force, and it's time for them to make a move. As we see the clock at the scoreboard, 10 more minutes to go. They're still not far away from the game. I mean, there was 8-3 10 minutes ago, in that period of time where Navy scored 2 tries within the 10 minutes period. That sort of took the sting out of it for a little bit, but Air Force, if you can score here, give themselves a chance in the last 8 minutes, it'll be all on.
Yeah, we never know. Anything could happen in the 10 minutes.
Yeah, I like the way they they quicken the ruck though. The ruck area they clear quite well, and yeah, Linda talked about that ball going wide too early. Just needed to be patient a little bit more, and they're about 15-20 meters away from the Navy line. So yeah, let's see what happens here.
Navy scrum. Rishi Dharmapala feeds once again. Omalka breaks. He's so good.
Yeah, he's been the goal man for Navy today, and he's done well, even poor placement as well. Yeah. Yeah, and the Air Force just coming straight through, and be interesting what the referee says. Team going forward there, ball. Yes. Yeah, that's not what we saw, but that's how he sees it. So, don't say anything silly. Yeah?
I think there was a pretty harsh call, as you can see in the tackle area. The tackler didn't release, and then his body. The rule is that your hips, your head, shoulders have to be above hips, and his body position in that from Air Force was lower than hips. So that was a tough call. Definitely a tough call.
Referee Maragedra. I beg your pardon, referee Madugalla, who promoted to do the aviation club rugby match, but there are some controversial calls. Even I had a chat in the aftertime with one of the famous referee, Irshad Kader, who's observing this game. That's another break coming by Charaka, Air Force number 8. Idam Algoda sending it to the big prop forward. Oh, lovely dummy coming in. Referee says play on. Looks like ball goes loose. No, Air Force still managed to keep the ball in possession. Idam Algoda to Charit Seneratna to Nuwan Pereira. Nuwan Pereira cuts inside. Referee playing advantage. That's intentional knock-on, deliberate by Omalka Guratna. Are we going to see a card coming in for the remaining 10 minutes? It is. The key play for Navy is off. Game on, Air Force.
It's going to be a crucial loss to the Navy.
Ranuka Matagedara.
Saying that both number 8s for this match have been really impressive. Air Force number 8 has had good go forward. Oh, another crunching tackle there.
Good to see tackles coming in, but they just need to make their decision right. Air Force inching towards the try line. Idam Algoda, 2-1 Pereira, inside pass to their winger. Lovely step, has he scored? Brilliant stuff. Air Force on the march here in their home ground. That's 13 points to 17 with the conversion to come. Still 6 minutes left in the clock.
Yeah, the thing I don't understand is referee Mandulu. He was right at the he was right on the spot, and again he had to ask the assistant referee, "Come on, bro, just give it."
Hey, Laga, calm down, dear. Calm down.
Thirteen 17.
That try came from a Simbin to the Navy, and just shows how crucial it is to have all players on the field. So number 8 must be shaking his head right now at the soft penalty he gave.
Yes, and that's a good conversion. 2 points. It's all about 2 points. One more penalty. We'll see. 5 minutes remaining here. Now the game is getting more interesting. (15-17). Tilna Veerasinghe to take the restart, but Air Force and there goes the restart. Oh, taken nicely by Charit Seneviratne. Idam Algoda sending it to his lock forward. Looks like a knock-on that occasion by Air Force number 5. That's Ranil Matagedara.
Laga, what would you say to do in this time of the match? You got only 2 points a difference. It's 4 minutes a game go in the game. What would you be saying to your players at this time?
They shouldn't have missed that kickoff. I mean, that penalty in the first half. I mean, those 3 and 2 points are very crucial. But then again, they've got about 4 minutes just to play it down their half. Force an error and try and just trying to score a penalty. You just got to force an error and try and find a way through.
Nivanka Prasad picks that and runs.
Yeah, it's all on now. With the score being 17-15. Oh, that's not going to help. And we see the.
Oh my!
Oh, he did brilliantly right up until 3-4 meters away from the line, but he just threw that pass. Not necessary.
Oh, that chance of Stefan Gregory.
What was he thinking? I thought he was going to go for it. He wasn't too far away from the line there.
That's the difference between Stefan Gregory and Laga during his time. You know, Laga, when he runs like that, he finish on the whitewash.
The problem is Laga probably never passes the ball. But what a scorching run from him.
Absolutely, Linda. He scored the first try for Navy.
I think he got a bit excited there and thought the support was right there. Couldn't believe his own pace.
What a chance to come out of jail for Air Force. Saraka Virala breaks. Good support coming on time. All of a sudden the wind has stopped and lots of humid coming into the play, and that's a lovely long ball. Luan Pereira draw and pass the basics as the wing 3/4 cuts inside. There goes Chamot. In fact, Gayante the Malgoda. Navy Air Force fans screaming, saying offside ref. What is happening? Idda Malgoda once again sending it to Luan Pereira. Lovely draw and pass, but this time Ishara Madhushan could not hold on to Luan Pereira's pass.
Might
So
have been their last chance. Look at their body language. They've given it their all today, and there's nothing to be more to be celebrated than that. Guys putting their bodies on the line and giving it their all.
looks like our curse on Stefan Gregory as he's holding his left shoulder. Two Navy players on the ground. Bit of magic eyes coming into play. We are just 2 minutes away. And it's time to discuss about the man of the match, Laga. Of course, Umalka Gunaratna made some great yards. Laga, your thoughts?
I think Umalka, he was very inspiring right from the beginning. Yeah, he carried the ball quite well, and his work rate is very high, except for that yellow card. But and even the opposite number 8 as well. I'm very impressive with him. Tono Saranka Velagala. Yeah, he's very impressive as well. He carries the ball quite well too.
I think the number 8 from Air Force did really well. His run through the middle there was pretty much the turning point for the Air Force. So I think he should be up there for player of the match.
De Silva sending out to Lee Kegel. Lee sending out to Tilna Veerasinghe. There goes the try scorer, Buddhima Piyaratna on the far wing. Looks like Air Force has one last chance with a scrum. It's really tough to choose our man of the match here.
On this side of the world, I know what Linda means about the halfback. That the Air Force halfback is also a very sound game, distributing the ball from the base of the rack and control it quite well too. But usually on this side of the world, Linda, you go for the team that wins the match. So it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
Well, we have decided that Gayantha Iddamalgoda is our man of the match. And they just gave away their position once again. So I think it's going to be all over. Gayantha Iddamalgoda, of course, playing as a fly half, and today he played as a scrum half. Navy with the scrum. Oh, another chance. And that's a free kick. What is happening here? What is happening here?
I think they're playing footsies.
Navy already playing without Omalka Gunaratna on the pitch.
It's going to overtime now. Refs time.
Here comes the last chance. Charit Seniratna cuts inside. Needs support. Navy should be disciplined in the breakdowns. Air Force once again on the march. Nuan Pereira slicing through and puts the inside pass. There goes the try scorer. So he's been a danger. Kaushal Manupriya, the number 21. A long ball to Nuan Pereira. Have chance numbers. That's Charit Seniratna. A lovely inside pass, unfortunately. That's going into touch. Is that all over?
That should be full time.
Quite unfortunate
Desperate
on
defense here by number 15 for Navy. Good jockey.
So quite unfortunate Air Force. They had the last chance, last say to say, but quite valiant effort by Navy. Thilna Veerasinghe on that occasion. Air Force must be heartbroken.
Definitely, they had numbers on their left-hand side there, and only one defender to try and draw, but excellent jockey skill. So we call it jockey, where the last man just tries to take just give them some space and use the sideline as another defender. So awesome defense there, scrambling defense by Navy.
So the full-time score, it's 15 points to 17 in favor of the visiting Navy team. And Air Force only winning a losing bonus point in this game. But what a performance they showed in the first half. And certainly they say fortune favors the brave, but it did favor in the first half, but quite unfortunate in the second half. Linda, your final thoughts on this game?
I think both teams had their moments throughout the game. Earlier in the first half, Navy showed some promise right at the beginning, but I think the majority of the match, Air Force's defense has showed that they're not to be messed with.
And there we go. So finally, Navy playing the last 10 minutes without a man. That's Omalka Gunaratna, who's missed out with a sin bin offense. And this is the full-time score on your screen. The key stats, it's Navy 17, Air Force 15. And the half-time score, it was 5-3 in favor of the home team. And both teams scored 2 tries. And Navy have 2 conversion, 1 penalty. To Air Force 1 conversion and 1 penalty. So we decided as the man of the match, Sarka Viralla, Air Force number 8, after some so much talks. Linda wants to give a man of the match for a number 8 because she played as
Maybe
a
because
number
I'm
8.
a number 8 as well.
There you go.
I think throughout the match, both number 8s have played well, but the Air Force number 8, his run was pretty much the turning point. Like I said before, it was a turning point of the match, and then I think that it takes those kind of special moments to lift the team up, and you just started to see them start playing after that moment.
All right, thank you, Linda. Thank you, Laga. So that's the full-time score, 17-15. Navy winning this game. Also, we are bringing you live action tomorrow in the same ground, Candy taking Army. And also, we are bringing live on the game between CRNFC versus Police. That's at Longdon Place. And also, there's another game, Havelock's taking on CHNFC at Havelock Park. All 3 games starting at 4 p.m. Until then, I'm Sabir Kadir signing off for ThePapare.com. See you soon.